Where's my key? Where's that other car charger thing?
I like what I see so far, but we gotta get the names there. So I'm gonna, gotta find the rooms now. Hopefully, you hook up with the right people that you don't mind being in a room. You know what I mean?
Hey, pink hearts. I'll be right back. Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I know I'm looking real gangsta over here, right? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But it's cold out here. Hey, pink hearts. How y'all babies doing? I got to step out in this cold. And I see it while I'm out here. I was gonna go live. What's going on, everybody? I'm sure everybody got the news about Mama Holla gone, took that flight yesterday. She took that flight, y'all. She done did what we all got to do. Thank God for blessing her to live the 97 years that she lived. And she wasn't sick doing it. She was in her right mind. Wasn't talking in the third person. Hey, she was a treasure, girl, and she is gonna be greatly missed. She was a treasure. Them grandkids is gonna miss her like crazy. Now, they gonna miss her. They gonna miss her like crazy. Girl, treasure. Influence played a big role in lives. She played a really big role. Look at me. I am on here. I look like I am getting ready to go and do a lick, y'all, don't I? Stop it. Her grandkids helped make her later years yes they did, girl. Yes they did. They helped her. Them grandkids stayed around her, and today I was sitting up and I was thinking to myself today, I said, Lord, the thing about it is we got to also pray on my post, pray for the kids and the grandkids too, because they had made her world a part of their world. And every day they went to bed, every day they got up, this is what they looked forward to, because they had just entangled all their lives and stuff together around her world and making it the best for her. And in the meantime, between time, especially the granddaughter that was taking care of her, she totally just put her world on the back burner to create this life for Mama Holla. My signal is going in and out too because I'm driving. But yeah, that family gonna need a lot of prayer too, and the brother as well, because I can understand where he was coming from as well. Just like he said, before she started making the money, he was living there. He was helping take care of her, and then when the money started coming in, it kind of started winging him out, and he felt some kind of way about that, because I know for myself, for other folks can start coming around that ain't even supposed to be there. But he got on the internet, he apologized, said he was sorry, and that his sister was doing a great job. And I'm just praying that by Mama Holla being the landmark that she was in that family, that they stick together and they don't let this and the money that she left here divide them and split them apart, because I'm pretty sure she left a pretty good lump sum of money here, because when she started making money, they didn't move into no big old house. They didn't start buying cars and buying all these different things that a lot of content creators do. They stayed where they was, and they were happy being there. So with all that being said, it's gonna be some questions. Where's the money, Grandma May? Did you keep all the money? So she gonna have to answer some questions, because it's definitely from the family gonna be asked. Where is the money? Especially when they start showing how much, and people start digging into how much content creators make. And y'all, we know Mama Holla was on there all the time. She was on that internet all the time and stuff. So you got somebody that's been counting her coins. Trust that. Somebody has been counting her coins. But I just pray that everybody come together, and that this be a celebration, and all the drama. But you know what the thing about it, we can pray all we want to. Trust and believe me, sis. Somebody, you hear me? Trust and believe me, sis. Oh, some drama coming out of it. Because we as a people don't know how to act and celebrate without it being drama. We as people don't know how to come together and celebrate somebody without letting jealousy creep off into it. Because you know what, sis? Out of this, baby, I was still looking on the internet, and with Mama Holla passing away and us celebrating her life and God receiving an angel, don't you know these folks on this internet still got up this morning? Still got up this morning. What you say? I'm glad they were blessed through how well they took care of her. I'm driving too. I hope Michelle can, and I pray Michelle can do this, and Michelle does, because she still got to heal her own self. Michelle got a whole lot of healing to do, because Michelle pulled a whole lot off into Mama Holla and made Mama Holla her world hers. And the way I look at Michelle, when I see Michelle as being a young girl and an individual that would be easily taken advantage of, putting a guilt trip on, with her just going into her own corner, saying it is what it is, I'm done, and throwing her hands up. I see her like that. But like I was saying, in all of this, instead of celebrating Mama Holla, don't you know them old foolish women? Some of these old foolish women still had the audacity and the nerve to get up on YouTube again this morning, Sunday morning, with this mess and with this drama. I was so distraught. My spirit was so bothered. I'm like, can't they just leave it alone one day? Just one day? In all of this, and this woman that lived her life, left here, Martin Luther King birthday. Yes, we got to keep the whole family covered in prayers. Because let me tell you, who gonna start this mess with Mama Holla's money? The Facebook. These content creators. They gonna start putting bugs off in family members' ears, talking about Michelle and with the money, and you watch. When whatever Michelle got up out of it, it's hers. She the one had Mama Holla on camera every day. Girl, they was acting crazy today. I know the content creators was acting crazy today. I thought you said the family. Girl, acting crazy today, still cussing each other out. Talking bad and strong to one another, and know if they see one another in the street or at the store, they'll get to ducking behind aisles and stuff like that. Oh, yes. Raw from Wild Squad was talking about how, let me show you, let me tell you how dangerous this is, the way they get on that internet with each other and talking crazy. Let me tell you, sis, how crazy they is. Don't you know the lady from Raw Squad? She said that it's a lady that be in everybody's chat, and that is a real good a friend of Latrice Allen, and that was a super fan. She said this lady lived right in her neighborhood, girl. She said, and she have seen this lady a couple of times. She said, and the lady hugged her in the store one day and said, I just want you to know I love you. She said, and then she said she started seeing this lady over in other people's chats. She said, and she said she was a subscriber to LA. She said, and the lady had been talking bad about her in chats and stuff like that too. She said, and she believed this lady was stalking her and following her places. That's why I said, when you get on these doggone Facebook things talking crazy, you better know who live in your neighborhood. You better know who you talking bad about. Because there's some crazy people out there that is not willing to deal with you, chopping them up like that woman have done LA for 2 years. 2 years. She did that girl like that. And it's people that can love you so much. That's your subscriber that they will go to bat for you like that. And it's just dangerous to play with that. What you say? I'm talking about content creators. Michelle was responsible for the page and taking care. Oh, okay. Oh, really? So, the content creator Michelle, I thought you was talking about her granddaughter. Oh, so they had somebody else that was handling the finances too. Cause you know that's gonna be the next thing that's gonna come out. The finances, and then the thing about it, I just hope that this lady named Michelle don't put out there, you know, what was coming in, and folks ain't got no problem putting your business out there and reporting on what you done made. I mean, I went and then I went over to another page. These people is so invested in what this lady Latrice Allen has got going on and her boyfriend. Why is people so invested in that? They don't want this woman to be happy at no cost. I said, now can't we just focus on one content creator? And that's Mama Holla. And folks still got up this morning cussing each other out on the internet, talking about one another's lives. Who deserved this and who deserved that and what's what. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Michelle is her granddaughter. The one that let us know that she was gone. And don't you know, let me tell you, somebody, when I posted that yesterday, if you look at my channel and you see I posted that Grandma Holla, no, my first post was with Michelle. And remember, if you go back and look at it, you gonna hear this man in the background say, she just closed her eyes. You gonna hear a man say that. And when you hear the man say, she just closed her eyes, I put on there, I said, did he just say she just closed her eyes? Is she gone? And I ended the video. So I post on there that Grandma Holla is going to be with the Lord. And somebody sent me a thing back saying, stop saying that. She is still here. And so I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how can I go back and retract this? So, girl, why is it that at the time I posted that, she was pronounced dead at 5 o'clock? Now, I know because I used to work with hospice and stuff like that. So when you pass away and somebody pronounce you dead, they pronounce you dead a little later than what they said that you passed away from. So it was about 4 o'clock. It was right before 4 o'clock when he said she just closed her eyes and she gone. So it had to be at that time when she passed away. Right after If she on hospice, they can't take her to the hospital, so they to call somebody to come to the house. The people, so many people ready before. So while Michelle was sitting up there doing that live talking, and that guy, I guess one of the kids came in and saw that part, because Michelle was live at that time. Out that part when he said she just closed her eyes. Is she gone? And I cut the camera off. I didn't keep. I don't know why I didn't keep it going. I rolled it. But anyway, and then what you say? I saw your post yesterday. The man is in the background. Oh, that was her husband, Kendall. Okay. Well, he hearing. I said, "Oh my God!" And when she said 5 o'clock, I said, "I got that on camera." I sure did. And oh, somebody was mad at me. Yeah, I was cutting in and out because I'm traveling too, where you be up in these neighborhoods and stuff like that, where the camera cut in and out. How was your Sunday though, girl? Oh, you said something. Okay. It's gonna be a problem with this money, sis. You watch. Watch and see what I tell you. I didn't seen too much of it before. It's gonna be a problem where this money coming in at. People gonna start counting Mama Holla's money. And see, they didn't show us everything because they said she had even stopped drinking her frappuccinos. And then because they were showing different things that she was doing that she had stopped doing, and they asked her why she stopped drinking frappuccinos. She said that they didn't taste the same no more. And we know how she was about them frappuccinos. Every time I see a frappuccino now, I'ma think about her. Think about Mama Holla. Mama Holla. I got a video that I'm putting together for her. I did like about 4 reels on her already. I did a look at my on Facebook. I did like about 4 reels on her. Oh, I'm outside. What you laying down? Oh, okay. Y'all garage don't come up. Okay, okay. Watch. Our people, this color, don't know how to act. This color, our people. That brother say he got a pocket full of money. He showed it too. But watch and see. Don't the rest of that family accuse her of using that money for her and her children? When her and her children was the ones that was there all the time. I'll be right out, y'all. Just a minute. Just a minute. Give me a minute. Let me pick up my grandbaby's diaper. my friend gave me for my birthday. I'm gonna show y'all when I get home. This pen. Isn't that pretty? She gave it to me. For my birthday. She said it's so Bridget. That is a beautiful pen. And look at the bag that it came in. My friends love me. And my card. But yeah, holla, try. We want our loved ones. So I take it that you, and that's good. It ain't nothing like being able to get along with your mother, because that makes the marriage or in their mothers and stuff, or if you don't agree with their mothers and stuff like that, um, some things is you don't get involved in, because everybody was raised differently. Your husband, mama might didn't raise you. Well, I know she didn't. Nobody was raised the same, but try your best to get along with your husband or your spouse, who boyfriend's mother. And mothers, try your best to get along with your sons, girlfriends, and wives. Stop being messy up in their relationships and in their marriages and stuff, and saying that the kids ain't none of heels and all this kind of stuff. Lives are not getting along, frustrated for them. It is so hard for them to deal with, because they got two women in their life they love. That's their mama and their wife or their girlfriend. And when they not getting along with them, it's so hard for them. I'm glad you went to see your mother-in-law today and y'all got a good relationship. But yeah, God knew it was time for my. And the thing about it, if you look at it, don't you see how God took Mama Holla out of here before all that mess came crashing down? And that's why I tell people that God does things and he move in a whole different direction than what we think he should move, and we want to question him and say, God, I don't understand why you do this, why you took this person, why you did this was one of the good ones and she made us laugh and stuff like that. But God know what we built from. We look at Mama Holla and be like, she built heavy. She built heavy with tough skin, because she get on this internet and she talk with the tough skin and stuff like that. But I don't think that she would have been able to mentally handle and go through what she was going through physically wise, and then on top of that, her mental, with her family being divided like this. Because from what I see, that was a tight-knit family, and the devil was already trying to work his way in it. And so what this did for her in her last days, God fulfilled those dreams and gave her something undoubtedly that she been wanting for years, because she had the right personality for it. She came in on the right time, and it's all about timing. It ain't what you do. It ain't how you do it. It's in the timing. And she brought a lot of smiles and happiness to people's faces. She brought a lot of blessings Michelle's way. This was a time that Michelle and her family needed that financial help and support. And God opened up a door through Mama Holla where she was able to bring that in. Now, how many of us would ever think, I got a grown husband, I got kids, I got all of this, but God is going to use a 90-something-year-old woman to bring my family help financially that ain't even got a trust fund, that ain't even inherited no money, just overnight. So they were both blessed. So God blessed her to have the creativity to bring Grandma's Holla vision to light that also supported them financially and to also bring some joy and laughter into our hearts and some beautiful memories, because I know I got some. And if a lot of people tell their testimony, it's a lot of days I bet you people wanted to take themselves up out of here or was and had been hurt and broken, that they just sit up and looked at Mama Holla and it just brung them out of that dark place that they was in. This woman touched a lot of lives. And you know, it's a lot of people that'll look at it and say, well, you know, things that she said and stuff like that, did she go to heaven, was God pleased with that? And that's why I tell young people and everybody, have your own personal relationship with God, so won't nobody be able to question your whereabouts when you leave here, because don't nobody know during that transition time. Yes, she cussed. Yes, she talked about sex. But during that transition, don't nobody know what her last words was with God. What conversation was. Because God gave whatever she needed to get right, if she needed to get anything right. She was in her right mind. We can never say, well, she wasn't in her right mind when she died. No, she was alert and aware of what was going on with her. And believe it or not, she started transitioning when she began to lose her taste for the natural things of this world. When she began to lose her taste for the worldly things. See, the Bible say first natural, then spiritual. And we know how she loved them frappuccinos, because she will get up and rock your world off of them. But once she began to lose her taste for the worldly things and the things of the world, her transition was taking place at the time. See, y'all, don't get me started. God is a merciful God. And God is a good God. And Mama Holla was put here for a reason. God don't do nothing by mistake. That woman did not hit the internet to attract so many people from so many walks of life and bring them together as a whole. Now, out of all the content creators we know, I can't tell you one that went in on Mama Holla. I know a lot of elderly content creators, people that went in on. But this woman can say what she want to say, when she want to say it, how she want to say it. And but God had this woman to unite a village of people, a big village of people, that we can all relate on the same level and be able to talk about her in a positive way. And the thing about it, We ain't got to be sitting up saying, oh, I wish I hadn't cussed her out like I did. Because I have seen so many young women cuss these old women out on this Facebook and YouTube until I have been afraid for them. Because, we was taught to respect our elders. But Mama Holla had her purpose. God had her here for a reason and a purpose. She completed the task. And she done. She done. Checkmate. Gone up a yonder. And God knew, okay, she tough. Mama's tough. Well, she can handle some things of the world. But when it comes to her family, that's her heart. She love her family. And a lot of times God will take us out of situations, not saying that he been merciful to her, because the Bible say God, he promised us 70 years if we would take care of ourselves. This old temple that we got, that we live in, this right here, God said if we take care of it, he promised us 70 years, and anything past this 70 is by his mercy and his grace. That's why he say, I give you new mercies every day. She was living on grace. My mom is living on the grace of God because she just turned 79 years old. So them other 9 years is the grace. And in just 2 years, that woman reached millions of people in a way where she brought joy to their hearts and they were able to laugh and come together. But he knew she couldn't handle this division between their family. Because I pray. I pray. Oh, yeah, they prayed with her because you remember that preacher was there almost every day. The preacher was there almost every day. And if we don't do nothing else as a people, we gonna pray. Especially if we see the transition, we going to pray and be like, Lord Jesus, if it's anything that's not like you, I'm asking you to take it out and fix me. Because I want to see your face at the end of the race. What you say? Oh, she got some prayer, baby. She got that. She was going to get that if she didn't want it. You let us see somebody leaving here and we love them, or they get hurt somewhere. First thing we going to start doing is praying, saying, oh God, oh Jesus, oh God. And then we start telling them, pray, pray, pray. And what we start saying, I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we going to get it in. We ain't got to worry about this. She got it in, sis. them grandkids got it in for her. Because I'm telling you, I know I was a good person. And my daddy died. He ended up dying from West Nile virus. My dad was, you know, dipping in and out them drugs and stuff. And I'm a daddy's girl. And I loved him in spite of, because that was my daddy. Wasn't nobody else's. And I know without him, without God and him, I wouldn't even have the self-esteem that I have. But my daddy used to tell me how beautiful I was, knowing I wasn't as a little girl. I was so insecure. I got to tell y'all about that one day. If y'all hear me now, y'all would never think I was ever insecure. Oh, yes, I was. But child, my daddy was on his deathbed. I think I walked my daddy to God probably about 12 times. I kept on repeating the sinner's prayer until one day he just opened his eyes and looked up at me as to say, okay, I'm going. I'm going to make it, Bridget. I, girl, I played the church music for my daddy all the time in that hospital. I kept on asking him, do you see Jesus' face? I kept asking him, did you ask God to forgive you? And then, um, and let me tell you, that's why I know when the transition was going. Because Michelle said she started asking for her mother. And we all know when you go through that part where you start seeing your mother and you go back to a child and stuff like that. And the thing about it was she just wasn't saying it because that wasn't not Mama Holla. She didn't have Alzheimer's. She didn't have dementia. So we knew, that she had to be transitioning to start talking about her mother because she wasn't talking off the top of her head like that before she started transitioning. Yeah, they said she started seeing her mother and other different ones that had passed on. And some of these old crazy tail women just no common sense. Lord Jesus, forgive me for saying the women ain't got no common sense. But just crazy mind. That's what I'ma say. Hey, baby. Crazy minded women still get up talking like a fool this morning. Talking crazy. Hey, Granny's baby. Yeah. When I comb your hair, we're going to put you on the camera. Her head jacked up, y'all. Get up. Talking crazy. Who does that? I'm sure they prayed with her before I finally made it home. Okay, I love you. Talk to you later. I'm glad you made it home safe. I'm getting ready to get off here too so I can comb my grandbaby's hair. How long I've been on here? 49 minutes. I'm going to do an hour. I love you too. I am that somebody. That's a girl. Yes. Female content creators. Stop this mess. And love one another. Oh, love me as much as you hate me. And let's see how that work out for you. Y'all better stop all this mess and all this foolishness on this internet. For what? It was another lady on here last night was talking. She said, I'm so disgusted. Okay, stop. She said, I'm so mad, I'm so disgusted. She said, why don't they leave that lady, Latrice Allen, alone? She said they have been talking, that this one woman been talking about her for 2 years. And you know what? Whoever, whatever channel you on, ma'am, I don't know. But I'm with you when you're right. They need to, all these channels, leave that woman alone. We didn't talk. They didn't talked about her for a couple of years. I don't know whether some of my subscribers, look at her or what, or don't like her. I don't know, but I don't have to like who you don't like. She never done nothing to me. Only thing I can say is, how is it that a person can go to bed talking about you like a dog? And wake up talking about you like a dog, and expect for you to listen to what they said and take your advice on anything. That is crazy. That would mean she is crazy. I know the woman y'all is saying we didn't watch her do a lot of things that we don't agree with, but that's not your problem. That's not our business. We don't have no heaven and hell to put anybody in. So if that's the case, we can say that about these women that get in on there, going in on each other and cussing one another out, talking about each other's kids, wishing death on one another, and all this kind of stuff. But she not doing that. She getting paid off her own back. She getting paid off of posting her own stuff, making her own self look like this. But when we get to the point where we get so obsessed with someone else's life, we have to step back and take a look at ourselves and say, is it me that have the problem? Or is it that individual? Because if I can pour that much of myself and my time into watching somebody else's life, then that means something is wrong with me. And the thing about it, the people that support this stuff and keep this mess going and keep pushing this person and pushing this person and making this person think that it's okay to do it, and keep on putting questions out there so for her to respond to and laugh to, you just as wrong as she is. Why do we want to hurt one another? Why do we want, especially women? Women has been hurt from the beginning, having to go to Master's house. And hey, and so we got to I do not own the rights to the music that you hear behind me. And the thing about it, people act like they hard. They act like they hard when they on camera, but some of these people, when they get off a camera and they at home and listening to the things that somebody is saying about them, for some people you don't understand that's a hard pill to swallow, because everybody's skin ain't tough as yours. Let me tell y'all, I dealt with low self-esteem for a long time growing up. And that's why I love my dad so much, because my dad would always tell me how beautiful I was when I was a young girl, and I was really, really dark And dark was frowned up on back then, the color of my skin. And so I had a cousin that had these long, pretty braids, and her mother would shop for her from, these expensive stores and then give me her hand me downs, even though my mom and dad was doing the best they can to take care of us. So my aunties would look at my cousin that had these long, pretty braids and how she dressed and stuff, so they just excluded me. And remember when they used to talk in pig Latin and eat starch out the box? They taught her how to talk in pig Latin, and I would go over there after school because my mother was going to nursing school, and I would hear my aunties talking, and they would be talking to my cousin that had the long ponytails and stuff, and I would hear them saying Blatica, and when I heard that, I would just take off running down the street going to look for my mama because I knew they was talking about me. And I never would tell my daddy how they did me and how they made me feel because I know that he would have went rolling up on them like crazy. But I had such low self-esteem from them doing me like that until it's almost like I turned against my cousin. I didn't like her. For Christmas, for my grandmother, we would get different gifts from the aunties and my grandma, bless her soul, and stuff like that. But I was treated like a serious outsider. And they would say, pick your bottom lip up. You should have been the boy. And my brother that got the church, they said he should have been the girl. Because he light skinned and had the long hair. I had this little thin hair. My mama would press it and put all this grease on it. And I had one ponytail sticking up there. My lips was like pink like these shoes. My lips was like pink like these shoes. And it was like I had a drop lip too. And my daddy used to say, you is a beautiful queen. You is my beautiful queen. All the time. My daddy would go to work. I would meet my daddy at the door to take his shoes off to bring him his food on a tray. I loved my daddy and my daddy loved me. And because I didn't get a lot of affection like that from my mom, because the way she was raised, and her dad didn't even allow their mom to be affectionate with them. My mom had 18, 19 sisters and brothers. But yeah, when I got older, the older I got and stuff, then I started to come out of it. Body started to develop. I end up getting my first boyfriend, Gregory, and oh my God, he just adored me. And I got involved in gangs and stuff like that, and I got to tell y'all about that life. About I got involved in gangs and in drugs, so that's why I ended up moving to Nevada. Oh, your girl was banging in South Central Los Angeles. You heard? With my brother Mike. If it wasn't glued down or nailed down, we was getting it. They should have nicknamed us getting it. I ain't look like what I've been through. But what was I saying? You just keep messing with a person, and don't know if they got low self-esteem. And that's why I fought my way all through school. I wasn't a nice person. I mean, I tried to be nice to people, and I was always the person that joked and made people laugh and stuff like that. But after I joked and made you laugh, when I left away from you, I left feeling so empty and alone. And so I would have these girls came to my house to fight me because they said I was black and ugly, y'all. They came to jump on me because of how I look. And then after I got older is when I started like buying when I had kids, spending a lot of money, charging credit cards up because I wanted my outer appearance to be looking good and stuff like that too. But I always have like to dress, but because of them, they lowered my self esteem that I was spending money trying to do what I could to make myself look attractive. And oh my God, I would not go to bed without using Ambi face cream. Because, that was a skin brightener and stuff at that time, and had my skin so bleached out. One time, this African girl gave me some, and my skin is pretty good. One time, this African girl gave me some stuff from her country that bleach your skin. Y'all, I put that doggone stuff on my skin. When I woke up the next day, every pore in my face was open. My face looked like an octopus. All the pores had opened up in my face. I was running from dermatologist to dermatologist. I went to the hair store, bought every color do-rag it was, because I was working for the state at that time. So if I had pink, if I was wearing pink, I would put the do-rag over my face like I'm gonna rob something or something because I'm trying to hide my face. So I was wearing the different colors until they told me I couldn't do that because I was looking intimidating and threatening. Y'all, I've been through the insecurity thing. So when you doing this, squad, purple holes, keep messing with somebody like this. You don't know who live in your neighborhood. You don't know who else is taking this personal. Because what you doing to her and saying about her, a person can love her so much till they begin to take it personal their own selves. And this could be a person that's already on the edge and being hurt, and they will come for you. We don't have a lot of people that made it through COVID on the mental level. A lot of people came out of COVID kind of mentally disturbed. What you got there? What you cooking? Look what she cooked for me, y'all. A lot of people came out of COVID and with some situations going on. And I have read how a lot of people love this girl. I mean, like, loyal 10 toes down. Be like Peter cut that man's ear off when they came to get Jesus. Because he was putting his hand out there to, they got loyal people out there like that today. And besides, we can cook, we can do skits, we can do all kinds of stuff. And ain't got to do that. If that's the only thing a person got to do is get on this internet and tear one another down, I feel sorry for you because I got a whole lot of stuff I could talk about. Whole lot of things I done been through. Whole lot of people I done seen. Just my daddy's side of the family alone, just my life alone, my marriage to a preacher alone, my children. But now you can't get on here and say nothing about your life because these people will turn that thing around on you and have you looking like you on New York's bestseller list. Why y'all do that? I ain't never like to talk like that and talk about one another and tear one another down. You know why? Because I can't handle it. I always have been the type that say, you know what, let's go on and fight, get this over with. We're not going to do all of this talking and stuff like that because you're saying some really hurtful things. And the things that you're saying, I'm going to have to process them and try to make myself understand. Why would you say what you said? Do you really mean it? Am I really like that? Is that how they see me? So you taking me through a whole mental phase. Okay? And so I always have like to just go on and fight and get it over with. But y'all be doing some crazy stuff on this internet to each other. And don't know who. Pookie jump out your way. No. Debo. They got some cousins named Debo. Stanky Willie Earl. Ray Ray. Lil Boo Boo. Because I got some of them kind of cousins. And all they got to do is hear you say go. Because they waiting on it already. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. They already waiting on that fight. Girl, I'm going to fight you with this bad looking hair. But I'm going to go on and get off of here so I can spend some time with my grandbaby. But if y'all see this, young women creators, stop! Stop it! Now, I love all my pink hearts. I love all of you that has been in the bushes. I had a good time talking to you. I always love talking to you. Thank you for being there for me in the bushes, out the bushes. Please push like in, like out. My badges will be out there soon. Um, my other things that I have to set up so we can get this started. Talk about anything and everything, whatever you want. I love you. Next episode, Bridget's Chronicles coming your way. God bless.